Yo, what is good, YouTube, and welcome back to another JC2K video. In today's video, we're going to be ranking the top 10 best centers in NBA 2K24 MyTEAM, and honestly, I'm a big fan of the center position. I feel like it has a very good mix of top-tier paid cards, free cards, and budget cards in this top 10, which is something I'm a big fan of. But before we hop into the video, if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Help me push towards the 18,000 subscriber mark on the channel. We're about 1.5K away from 18K, but we're trying to hit that by the end of January. It's going to be a big grind, no doubt, but would really appreciate it if y'all do subscribe if you haven't already. I upload every single day, tons of daily MyTEAM content. Would really appreciate it if y'all do subscribe. Without further ado, let's hop right into it. At the number 10 spot, speaking of budget centers, we start off with Mitchell Robinson, who I think is a very, very good budget center. Versatile inside big who can shoot the ball at a high level as well. Once he is evoed, his release is really, really nice, which is a huge plus to this card. He's very, very cheap. He's not fast. That is his biggest flaw, is that he's only 73 speed, but he's a great interior defender, very good rebounder, good finisher, and a good shooter as well. Really nice, well-rounded card at the center spot. Dunks the ball at a very high level, of course, but also can shoot the ball at a high level, defend very effectively, and I feel like he can compete against almost, well, basically any center in the game. The only flaw is that 73 speed, honestly, but it didn't feel like a huge difference or a huge issue to me when I used the card in his gameplay. At number 9, continuing the budget trend, it's Nick Claxton. Nick Claxton is just he's an absolutely elite budget center, a card who can pretty much compete with any center in the game. Again, I feel like the center position is pretty close. There's a couple positions that are just really close at the top, and the center position has a lot of really good cards, including a guy like Claxton who has pretty good, decent speed, 88 three ball, really good dunker, and really good interior. I mean, he's an incredibly good defender. 94 interior, 96 block, 85 perimeter, 85 lateral, really good rebounder. Pretty much every single defensive badge you want, even has bronze, clamps, and challenger. Finishing badges are good, and I understand he doesn't have the shooting or playmaking badges. If I were to use the card, I'd probably add catch and shoot bailout break starter, but I love this card. I think he's incredible for salary cap, and I think he's really, well, I just think he's really good in general. He's a really good budget center who is a very, very good option in NBA 2K24 MyTEAM. Now, at the number 8 spot, gonna go with Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. The fact that Kareem is at number 8 really just goes to show how deep the center position is getting, because this Kareem card can still compete at an incredibly high level. 7'2", 7'5" wingspan. His biggest flaw is his lack of elite shooting. 62 three ball is pretty low. Doesn't have any shooting badges, although if you add catch and shoot and a couple other things, those will help. I feel like his release is pretty smooth and easy to green, but it's not super fast. He is an awesome defender, an awesome dunker, incredible inside player, one of the very best inside bigs in the game, and he is a good enough shooter to where he is still very viable, and you have to at least guard him. But I do think his shooting is a little bit below pretty much everyone else on this list. So to me, it holds him back just a little bit and puts him at the number 8 spot. Number 7 goes to Dikembe Mutombo when he is evolved, because he is absolutely dominant as an interior big and a very capable shooter. Does not have much shot creation or playmaking ability. Speed is good, but not great, and certainly doesn't have any playmaking badges, so you're going to want to add bailout break starter to him for sure if you can. Defensively, though, he's incredible on the interior, dominant interior defender, very good on the perimeter, 7'2", and he's a good shooter. 84 three ball, half catch, claymore, corner special, screen machine, gold guard up, silver blinders, bronze dead eye, limitless range. I mean, there's a lot of viability with him as a shooter. Obviously, a great dunker, 90 standing, 88 driving dunk, 7'2", all the gold finishing badges you want. He is a really, really good card. Honestly, his release is pretty smooth, pretty easy to green as well. I don't know why exactly as a WNBA player's release, but it looks like Mutombo's release has looked the last couple of years, and it's a super fine release. I mean, there's definitely no problem with it. It's not amazing at center, but he's a really good stretch big. It defends at a very high level. Elite card. The fact he's down at number 7 just, again, goes to show how deep the position is. I put Patrick Ewing at 6. I think people would change this. I think a lot of people would put Mutombo a lot higher than I actually have him, but I just like the fact that some of these bigs in the top 6 have better speed. 88 speed on Ewing is really, really nice. He legit has ball handling ability, especially if you have D'Antoni as well. That can be a really nice plus for this Patrick Ewing card. Is his ability to put the ball on the floor if you have Mike D'Antoni and put a ball handle shoe on him. I just think he's a really, really good card all the way around. Very good rebounder, elite defender, versatile defender. And shooting-wise, people gas how bad his release is. I'm not going to sit here and say it's great, because it's not. But, like, it's not any worse than Kareem's, or basically, I'd say it's about the same as Mutombo's. I mean, Claxton and Robinson have better releases, but they're not as good all the way around. I think Ewing is just fine as a shooter. I don't understand all the people complaining about this card. I think he's really good. And his dynamic duo with RJ Barrett makes him even better. Makes him a better shooter, adds catch and shoot corner specialist, a few extra Hall of Fame badges. I mean, those two cards together are elite free cards. And Patrick Ewing deserves a spot pretty high on this list. Number 5 for me, and I don't really recommend running this card at center, but it's going to be Chet Holmgren. Chet isn't best at center. He is definitely best at power forward. He's going to give you playmaking ability at power forward, versatility, speed, length, shooting, Hoff limitless, a lot of stuff, and all that stuff is great at center as well, but the low strength, the 68 strength at 7'1", I mean, Wemby has decently low strength as well, and we'll talk about that on Wemby, but it's a bigger issue on Chet. He's smaller player build, not as dominantly big, definitely not dominant on the interior at all. He's not an elite masher. He is a very good dunker, but he is not going to be backing down players and attacking mismatches and post spinning, and he's not going to be dogging out mismatches in the post very much, but he does a lot of different things on the perimeter that are incredibly elite, and he's still an absolutely amazing center, still an incredible defender who really can do everything defensively, except for, again, he will struggle on the interior with some like strength, some drop stepping, some rebounding, stuff like that, you'll be able to do against the card. I think he fits better at power forward, and also a lot of these guys are center only. For example, Ewing, Mutombo, Kareem, and several other guys in the top 4 as well are also center only. So for that reason, I don't see why you wouldn't run this Chet card at the power forward position, especially considering he's free. And at power forward, I think he's the best power forward in the game. But at center, he's still going to be elite if you're going to play him there. Giannis, either one, diamond or pink diamond, goes in at number 4. The diamond gets every single badge. The pink diamond has better stats and slightly better base of badges. So really, I would never lock in the pink diamond if I already had the diamond souped up. But if you were new to the game, which a lot of people are, you want to get a Giannis, this pink diamond is a great set to lock in, and it gives you a bunch of other good cards as well. Regardless, Giannis is amazing. Elite slasher, elite defender, 7-footer, incredibly versatile at center, and he defends incredibly well on the interior as well. 95 vertical, 95 strength, really solid rebounder. I mean, he does not feel small whatsoever matched up against even the biggest and most dominant inside bigs in the game. Giannis is an absolutely phenomenal center. He is, again, playing power forward for most people's teams, simply because of his ability to play the power forward position, whereas most of the centers in the game are primary center only. But at power forward, I think Giannis is incredible, and his strength and inside ability compared to Chet is what gives him the edge over Chet at center versus Chet having the edge over Giannis at power forward, in my opinion. Number 3 goes to Hakeem Olajuwon. I just like Hakeem's release a lot. I'm very surprised by how much I like Hakeem's release this year, and it really helps him as a shooter. He's a very competent pick and top, not competent, very good pick and pop shooter, but obviously a dominant interior defender, really versatile, really big physical player build, very, very good inside big, does a ton of things really well on the interior. I feel like there are only a couple bigs in the game who are better than him on the interior, but he also gives you the floor stretching ability, especially when fully badged up, of a guy like Chet. Kind of the best of both worlds. The one thing he doesn't do is play make, but that's less important to me at the center position, and I feel like his interior ability kind of makes up the difference. Number 2 is David Robinson, who is basically, in my opinion, just a better version of Hakeem. Slightly better playmaker than Hakeem is, has as good or better release than Hakeem does, but also better shooting stats. I just think overall he's a slightly better version of a Hakeem. A fully badged, souped up 25, 30 Hall of Fame Hakeem is probably better than D-Rob, but a base D-Rob, in my opinion, is definitely better than a base or close to base Hakeem. And then the final player on this list is Wemby. And yes, Wemby does struggle with strength the same way that Chet does, although I think his is like a 74 instead of a 68. So it's a little bit better. He's also 7'4" with an absolutely gigantic player build. And no, it's just a 70 strength. I'm sorry, but at least it's like a threshold up. But he's also 7'4" with an 8-foot wingspan. He's a lot bigger than Chet. He will get a lot of glitchy inside animations. Yes, he will occasionally get drop step. He'll occasionally get wormed, but he'll get insane glitchy animations on the interior on both ends of the court still, just simply because of his size. His shooting ability is very good. I really like his release, even though it's not super pretty. It's super smooth, consistent, easy to green. He dunks the ball very well and can even kind of put the ball on the floor better than you would expect out of a card that's 7'4" at this point in the year, obviously. He is the best center in the game, one of the best cards in the game. Not as OP as the Galaxy Opal Yao that we got last year, although I'm a little worried we're going to get a Yao who's going to be pretty OP at some point in the near future, although I guess we'll have to wait and see on that. Wemby is certainly an incredible card, though. No doubt about that. Elite level center in my team can do it all. And yeah, I do believe he is the best center in my team right now, despite that one flaw being the strength. So this is my ranking of the top 10 centers in my team right now. Let me know what you think of my list in the comment section down below. And if you did enjoy the video, make sure you hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. I'll be back with more 2K content very, very soon. And I appreciate y'all. Peace.